How many hours do you spend doing laundry?
Doing laundry?
Yeah.
Yeah, take many times. I think.
It's a lot of time. So
I.
washing dish, yeah.
What you say?
So you say. You say.
Uh, I laundry every day. Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
I have laundry every
Every
day.
day, of course. Oh, every day is too much. Really? Every day?
Yes, every day. I think
Yeah, it's too much.
it's because became too hot. I think
Yeah.
laundry everywhere is better.
Yeah, of course.
Smell
You
not good.
you're obsessive with cleaning. Everywhere should be clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
So, okay. Yeah, how many hours washing spent on washing dishes?
Washing dishes. About 1 and 30. Um, 1 and 30 hour.
Oh, one and a half. One and
One
a
and
half.
And
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
have a dry machine take 2 hour, 3 hour.
Yeah, of
If
course.
you use the dry machine,
Yeah,
heat.
of course.
How to say that? Dry
Is it
or heat.
washing machine you mean? Washing
Washing
machine.
machine and then to
Dry. Yeah, dry.
dry. Yeah,
Yeah,
dry.
of course, of
If I
course.
dry, it takes to
Yeah,
3 hours.
it takes more time, of
Yeah.
course.
So
And how many hours do you spend playing sports?
four.
Playing sports. Is
No,
you don't
no,
like this stuff, yeah. Of
no,
course.
no, no.
Of course. Dear, doing housework, sport
Housework.
is sport. Of
Yes. Housework.
course, of
Yes.
course. We do
Yeah.
lots of things every
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
so we are playing sports, so it's
Yeah.
harder.
Laundry
More
like housework. Like that. Put water and hang on. And
of course. For example, grocery shopping. When you go
uh,
shopping for grocery, of course, you're doing walking and, of course, I don't know, something like you're doing something, you carry some heavy bags. So, of course, you can build your muscles. So,
mm,
sports. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yes.
how many hours do you spend on grocery shopping?
Uh, I think I don't feel tired when I'm shopping. It's true. It's
Yeah, of
so
course.
exciting.
So,
So
let me
something
ask
else.
you.
I don't feel tired. I think I think I
Okay.
can stop on from morning to
Uh,
afternoon.
yeah. And do you play with children? Do you play with your daughter? Do you play?
How long?
Yeah. Do you play or no? If yes,
Yes,
how
yes,
many
yes.
hours do you spend on playing with, for example, your family members or, for example, your daughter? How many
Mm,
hours?
I think 30 minutes or 1 hour. Yeah,
Not
30 minutes.
it.
She have to go to school all
Yeah.
day, then we free at 9.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So you play. That's
and
great.
for her to about homework. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
of course. Of course. And if you had more time, what would you do? So let me write it on the board. So let me
Yeah,
share my screen.
say your
Uh,
dream.
of course, I'm sharing. Just give me. Okay, so let me write.
What you do?
Yeah, if you had more time, what would you do?
I think I watch a movie drink coffee, listen to music.
Yeah.
That's I don't have time to do.
Of course.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Don't
know.
have time to watch movie or listening
Yeah.
music. Don't have time. Don't have
Yeah.
enough time. Yeah.
So of course, if you had, of course, we don't have enough time. So, well, let's have a look at the structure. If you had more time, what would you do? We call this, actually, we name this structure a second conditional. That is, we use it to describe an imaginary or hypothetical situation. It's something that is not real. For example, when I say if you had more time, of course you don't have. So it's something imaginary, something in my mind. Okay, so I say if you had more time, what would you do? And as you can see, this structure includes two parts. The first part, or we say first clause. First clause. Okay, that is if clause. If plus past simple. If plus past simple. For example, what is past simple? You know, if I had, have, has, had, or if I was, if I ate. So past form of verbs. So past form of verbs. If I had, if I was, if I ate, if I won. Okay, so the first clause, the first part should be past form, if and past. After that, we need to separate these two clauses, divide them into two parts using comma and I would. We say would clause. So second clause or would clause. So second clause or would clause. Okay, so I would. So subject plus would plus verb, but verb should be base form of verb, like infinitive without to, like bur. Okay, that we say not to, not ing, not ed, nothing. I would go, I would buy, I would listen, I would listening, no, I would going, no, I would buying, no. Okay, so just base form of verb, not to, not ed, not ing, nothing. Okay, so I would, for example, if I had more time, I would watch, I would watch more videos, I would listen to music, I would travel. Okay, so you can say I would. And to make question, you normally actually change the second part. For example, WH, what would you do? Or if I want to make a yes no question, I say if you had more time, would you travel, for example, abroad? Would you travel abroad? Say, yes, I would, or no, I wouldn't. So, yes, I would, or no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Okay, so as you can see, to make question, I only replace the subject and would you, or what would you, where would you. For example, if you had, if you could, if you could travel abroad, where would you go? Where would you go? I would go, for example, I don't know, to Canada, or somewhere like this. Okay, or but there is a point only about writing, not speaking. Sometimes I can replace these two clauses. I can say, for example, what would you do if you had more time? So as you can see, I replaced the second and the first part. What would you do? And what's the difference? Look, there is real important comma. When I have if at the beginning, I divide them, I separate them using comma. When I have would, I don't use comma in writing. Okay, so you need to pay attention when writing. Okay, not speaking. Of course, there is no difference speaking. So you can replace them. It's okay. For example, I'm going to ask you another question. Okay, what would you do if you won lottery? Tell me, what would you do if you won a lottery?
If I won a lottery, I I would, right? I would.
I would?
Yeah. I would buy a big house.
Ah, of course, I would buy a big house. Very good, of course. And you know, you can say, I would, of course, you can use abbreviation. That is I'd. So I would, they're the same. So if I won a lottery, I'd buy. So it's okay. You can say I'd buy, I would buy, they're the same. So just this one is abbreviation of I would, and you can say, so it's definitely correct. So you can say and you can use it. And let me ask another question. Um, if you could change something in your life, what would it be?
Ah.
You can say I wouldn't change anything. You can say I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah. I couldn't change anything.
Yeah, really? Yeah. Oh, it's cheating. Yeah. Yeah, really? Very good. So you should be very satisfied with your life. That's great, of course. So there is nothing to change, and that's great. Excellent.
So you can change.
Of course. So this is something imaginary, hypothetical.
I really think.
Yeah, of course, you are realistic is something that a person, of course. So yeah, so nothing to change. Uh, and tell
Not
me,
good, guy. Not good.
yeah, yeah, okay. So, if you, for example, if you didn't have enough time to do everything. So for example, you needed to remove some, maybe, I don't know, some things from your schedule, maybe. Okay, I don't have time, so I can't do this, so let's remove it, okay? What activities, what would you remove? What activities, what would you remove?
Activity. I
Yeah,
think
something.
I would remove how works.
You would remove what?
Housework.
Oh, yes, of
Yes.
course.
Of
Yeah.
course. Take time.
Yeah, you remind me of housework. I
Yes.
like it, every time.
I
Yeah.
use I work. I would remove, right? I would remove.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, of course,
I
of
work the
course.
most hour.
Yeah, this part,
You need
I
to think about
this
that.
part, this part, of course, this part of my life, it's not good. So housework. So you would, yeah, you want it deleted. Okay. Well, okay, and let me say, if you had, okay, if you had to cut down on something, reduce something, the use of something, what would it be?
Cut down.
Cut, cut down on means reduce, means reduce. For example, if I drink 10 cups of coffee every day, I reduce it to, for example, 2 cups of coffee. Okay, so it means cut down on, cut down.
Cut down. Mm. If I if I want cut down something,
If I, no, 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 no. Again, this is second conditional, so I won't know. If I had to pass, if I had to cut down something and something, I would.
I would I reduce too much rice.
Yeah,
to
what?
um reduce eat too much.
Okay. So you cut down on food,
Yeah,
maybe.
cut down food. Yeah.
Cut down on food, of course, of course. Yeah, you had, yeah, everyone, yeah, all of us, of course. Yeah, me too. Of course. Well, okay, so and this is about the structure, all about the structure, second conditional. If you have any question about it, you can ask me.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, now, well, tell me, okay, what do you do in your leisure time?
Leisure times.
Free time?
No leisure
Nothing.
times.
Nothing.
Nothing. I never enough times. But I think if I have free times, I like to I would like to travel.
Yeah.
I like travel a lot.
Very good. If you
I
have
like
time,
travel.
you just, when I ask you a question in present time, what do you do? You, it's better to answer and respond using present simple. For example, but you can make your structure. Of course, you can say, if I had leisure time, I would travel. Okay, but I don't. Of course, I don't have leisure time. And I do housework in my leisure time. When I open my eyes, I see lots of things are
Yeah.
waiting. Yeah, lots of work waiting to me. Come and clean the room. Come and do housework. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
That's good.
Wow. Okay, what do you think about recycling? Do you have any idea about recycling?
Recycling. Yes. In my country, they collect plastic bottle,
Yeah.
plastic to recycle, but I think a little, just a
Yeah.
little.
So it's something actually common that you collect use objects and materials that are ready to be thrown out, and in order to produce other materials. So it's normal in Vietnam. You normally do this. So you divide actually maybe objects and material that can be used again. So do you do something like this?
Mm,
Or it's not really common, for example? No, it's not really.
Perhaps if I can, I used I use my own bottle to. But when I go to cup shop, I use my own bottle to put
Yeah, of course.
coffee or something. But
Yeah,
I don't use
yeah,
plastic.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So do you have recycle bins to throw your actually, I don't know, your used objects or materials? Do you have recycle bins?
I don't have.
Ah, you don't. Okay, you don't. Okay. Well, and of course, you know, something like why the photo is actually showing a person, you know, who is sweeping the streets. So just you can show a housewife. We do, of course, we don't do this. We use vacuum cleaner, but so this word sweep, of course, yeah.
Yeah, in Vietnam it's popular. Popular. It's
Of
popular
course.
in Vietnam. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you know, and I think they have really, really, you know, the people actually who sweeps, who clean, who remove dust, dirt, and etc. You know, and with the broom, they are really valuable people because they are doing great job. You know,
Yeah.
that's
It's
yeah,
hard.
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
This work is too hard.
Very hard, of course,
Yeah.
very hard, very important.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, garbage. So why this topic is garbage? Okay, so another, of course,
In Vietnam it's popular.
popular garbage.
Yeah, popular. Just many places like that.
What?
Mm-hmm. Big problem in Vietnam.
Yeah, of course, garbage. So what is
But we
popular?
can do anything.
Yeah, so people throw garbage everywhere, you mean?
Yeah, it's somewhere, but in the main city, in the north, but
Yeah,
in a different province, they
yeah,
do that.
of course, of course. Well, let me say something before we keep going. So about a person who, you know, clean the street, who sweeps the street, we call it a street sweeper or street cleaner. So
Just
a
clean.
street, yeah, sweeper or street cleaner. So a person who actually whose job is to clean streets. Okay. Well, and nowadays we see, you know, of course, not nowadays. I think in the past people used to throw, I don't know, trash and rubbish everywhere. But now I think, you know, the people actually, I think they, I can say that they are really aware of, you know, maybe the result and consequences of throwing trash and I don't know garbage and rubbish everywhere. So of course it can, I don't know, it has a really, really, really significant effect on the nature. So it can destroy our nature. Well, and now, so, well, this adverb, so efficiently. Do you have any idea about this adverb?
Efficiently.
Yeah, of course. Something like effectively, if you know the meaning of. So effectively, efficiently, so
Actually, we
productively.
study last.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
Is this meaning the same? Or
Yeah, effectively. Yeah, of course. We can consider it as another word or synonym. So of course, useful means when something is actually effective, it's useful. When something is efficient, it's useful. Okay? So we need to do our job or work efficiently, effectively, okay, to get a really good result. And Do you think, okay, so have you ever thought about wasting time? For example, you thought that I'm wasting my time. So have you ever, and do you waste the time?
Um, sometimes,
How?
sometimes I feel uh, I feel don't want to do anything and just lie in my bed and don't do anything. I think it's worth times.
Because, dear, we need, it's not wasting time, it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes we feel don't want to do anything. Don't
Yeah,
want to do. Yeah,
yeah, of
so
course,
I think it's worth
yeah.
I don't know. uh,
Yeah, of course. It's, sometimes we need to rest, so it's not wasting
mm,
of time. So it's
yeah.
something really essential, of course. Waste is profitless activity. Okay, but when you take rest, of course, uh, you will have healthy body, healthy brain. Okay, so it's really effective and good for your health. So it's not waste, I think. Just, I don't know. I think,
Waste
we
time
need to
to do
say,
exercise.
yeah.
Do exercise.
That's good,
Waste of
yeah.
times.
Yeah, waste of time. You're doing
Too much
exercise is
times.
waste of time. Oh, doing exercise is a waste of time. No, of course it's not. Of course it's. Well, we learned some words, noun and verb, and of course, we're gonna talk about them. But time is over
No
again.
times.
Yeah, of course, and we need to
Lucky.
go. And
I'm
but
lucky.
next session you will make some sentences. Just practice. Next session you will make some sentences using the words that we just studied. Okay, so enjoy your time. Have a great and brilliant night, and see you next session at the same time. Oh, next session.
Thank
Okay.
you, teacher.
You're
Have a good
welcome.
day.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. Bye.